I'm Chef Say. It's the holiday season, and if you have friends and family coming over, this is a great recipe to do at home. It's a classic chocolate mousse, and it's very easy to prepare. To start, I'm going to separate my eggs because I'm going to need egg whites and egg yolks. I'm going to crack my eggs one at a time, so that gets separated, and now the yolk goes in one bowl. And I can check the white to make sure that there's no yolk left over, because if I have any yolk in here or it breaks while I'm separating it, these egg whites are not going to whip. So that goes into the bowl. And repeat with the remaining eggs. And now we'll just set the egg whites aside and let's talk about chocolate. In my bowl over here, I have a little bit of dark chocolate melting. I like to use the best quality chocolate possible. The reason why is it's going to give the mousse a better flavor. Now, if you're a big chocolate fan, I would go ahead and use 72%, also called bittersweet. If you like a little bit of a lighter chocolate flavor, go ahead and use semi-sweet chocolate. But the one thing you don't want to use are chocolate chips. They don't melt very well, and the end texture ends up being a little bit grainy. So use baking chocolate in this recipe. Once the chocolate comes off the heat, now it's time to add my butter. And I'm using unsalted butter because I don't want to add any additional salt to this recipe. And the butter just gets whisked in one piece at a time, and let the first one melt completely before adding the next. Otherwise, your butter will separate from the chocolate, and that doesn't make good chocolate mousse. I would suggest, if you are concerned about raw eggs in this recipe, what you can do is, because there are raw egg yolks in here, all you have to do is set this bowl over simmering water and gently, gently heat the chocolate until it reaches 160 degrees. Then the egg yolks will be fully cooked. Now, I know people have the same concern over raw eggs. If you want to use a pasteurized egg white product, that's totally okay. These come in little containers, and it only contains egg whites. Now, keep in mind, when you use egg whites that have been pasteurized, they take a little bit longer to whip. So don't be concerned if it takes a while to whip those egg whites into stiff peaks. Once your egg whites have reached soft peaks, go ahead and sprinkle on the sugar. This is going to help stabilize those egg whites and keep them really light and fluffy. All right, now I'm ready to assemble. So my chocolate has cooled down a little bit. I'm going to take about 1/3 of my egg whites and put those into the chocolate mixture. And then using the whisk, I'm just going to gently whisk that in. There we go. Now get rid of that whisk. Add the remaining egg whites in. And now this is the part where you want to be really gentle. You want to very carefully fold in these egg whites until no white streaks remain. So to fold, you're going to take your spatula, go down, up, and over, and turn the bowl. Down, up, over, and turn the bowl. And just keep doing this until the mixture is very well incorporated. So that's what your mixture should look like. And now I'm going to pour this into my little ramekins. We want to refrigerate this for 2 hours. Make sure you cover this with plastic wrap because there's fat in here. What happens is fat absorbs flavors. So if you happen to have an onion sitting in your refrigerator, your chocolate mousse is going to smell like onion if you don't cover it with plastic wrap. Once you're ready to eat your chocolate mousse, I highly recommend letting it stand at room temperature between 15 and 30 minutes. Your mousse is going to taste much better and the flavors more developed. So look how beautiful this is. That's our gorgeous mousse. But I want you to take a look at this gorgeous texture. It's perfectly creamy. Oh, look at that. Absolutely light and totally heavenly. Happy and healthy cooking. Wow. It's really good. That's the best it's ever turned out.